Anime has a way of getting under your bones with its storytelling. But what if I told you that some of the horror anime you've seen goes a little darker? Some of them are rooted in more real-life folklore than you can imagine. Stay tuned as we dive into the top 10 horror anime that are based on real legends. Let's get right into it. First on the list, we have Hell Girl. If you've ever wanted to send someone to hell, but thought, ugh, the paperwork, well, Hell Girl has you covered. This chilling series revolves around Ai Enma, a mysterious girl who operates a supernatural website accessible only at midnight. If you type the name of your tormentor, Ai will appear with her straw doll and offer you a deal. She'll drag your enemy to hell, but in exchange, your soul is also damned. This anime is inspired by Japanese folklore about vengeful spirits and karmic retribution. Hell Girl explores the dark side of human emotions like anger, jealousy, and despair. Each episode is a standalone tale of revenge, often leaving you questioning who the real monster is, the person seeking vengeance, or the one being punished. With its eerie atmosphere, haunting visuals, and a protagonist who is equal parts terrifying and tragic, Hell Girl is a masterclass in psychological horror. Just remember, if you ever get the urge to use her services, maybe try therapy first. I think that'll be much cheaper. Coming in at number 2, we have Yamishibai. Imagine sitting around a campfire, but instead of roasting marshmallows, you're roasting your nerves because the stories are that scary. Yamishibai, which translates to dark theater, is a unique anime that presents Japanese urban legends and ghost stories in a paper theater style. Each episode is a bite-sized horror snack that lasts only about 5 minutes, but trust me, it's enough to ruin your sleep for weeks. From cursed smartphones to haunted tunnels, Yamishibai taps into the universal fear of the unknown. The show's minimalist animation adds to the creepy factor, making every shadow and flicker feel like a jump scare waiting to happen. It's like the anime version of whispering, "Hey, what's that behind you?" Except you can't punch the screen to make it stop. If you're a fan of urban legends, or just enjoy being terrified in short bursts, Yamishibai is your go-to. Just don't watch it alone, or at night, or ever. Don't say I didn't warn you. If you're still here, then you must really love your horror. Up next, we have Gaku no Kaidan. If you've ever wondered what would happen if Scooby-Doo met the Exorcist, Ghost Stories is your answer. This classic horror anime follows a group of school kids who accidentally unleash a bunch of vengeful spirits while exploring their haunted school. What starts as a spooky adventure quickly turns into a fight for survival as they encounter ghosts, demons, and cursed objects inspired by Japanese urban legends. But here's the twist. The original Japanese version was a flop. So the English dub decided to go full-on comedy, turning it into a cult classic. Imagine a ghost story where the characters roast the monsters and crack jokes mid-exorcism. It's like watching a horror movie with your funniest friend narrating the entire thing. While it's not the scariest anime on this list, it's definitely the most entertaining. Just don't expect to take it seriously, unless you're scared of laughing too hard. The anime's roots in Japanese urban legends give it a solid foundation of creepiness. From haunted school bathrooms to cursed dolls. The humor in the English dub adds a layer of absurdity that makes it unforgettable. Whether you're watching it for the scares or the laughs, Ghost Stories is a wild ride. Just remember, if you ever hear strange noises in your school, maybe don't investigate. Or do, it's your funeral. If Mononoke were a person, it would be that mysterious stranger at a party who stares at you like they know your darkest secrets. This anime is a spin-off of Ayakashi, Japanese classic horror, and follows the medicine seller, a figure who hunts down malevolent spirits known as Mononoke. But here's the catch. Before he can exorcise them, he must uncover their form, truth, and reason. Quite the process, huh? The anime is inspired by traditional Japanese folklore and yokai, supernatural creatures. Mononoke is a visual and psychological gem. The art style is a mix of colors and patterns, creating an unsettling, dreamlike atmosphere. Each story is a puzzle box of horror, filled with themes of guilt, revenge, and human frailty. It's the kind of anime that makes you question your sanity, and maybe your life choices. But hey, at least the medicine seller looks cool while doing it. The series is divided into arcs, each focusing on a different Mononoke and the human drama that spawned it. From a haunted ship to a cursed household, every story is steeped in cultural and historical context, making it feel like you're watching a piece of Japan's dark folklore come to life. If you're into horror that's as beautiful as it is terrifying, Mononoke is a must-watch. Just don't blame me if you start seeing patterns everywhere. Imagine a world where the line between the natural and supernatural is so thin you could trip over it. That's the world of Mushishi, a serene yet haunting anime about Ginko, a wandering mushi master who studies ethereal creatures called mushi. These beings are neither good nor evil. They just exist, often causing strange phenomena that baffle and terrify humans. Inspired by Japanese myths and legends, Mushishi is more atmospheric than outright scary, but it's dripping with eerie beauty. Each episode feels like a ghost story told by a campfire, with a mix of wonder and dread. Ginko is the perfect guide through this mysterious world, offering wisdom and dry humor in equal measure. It's the kind of anime that makes you appreciate the unknown, while also making you double-check your closet for mushi before bed. The series is episodic, with each episode focusing on a different mushi and the humans affected by them. From a river that steals voices to a forest that traps people in time, the stories are as varied as they are haunting. Mushishi is a masterclass in subtle horror, proving that sometimes the scariest things are the ones we can't fully understand. And if you're looking for something that's equal parts calming and creepy, Mushishi is your perfect match. If you're a fan of horror that feels like it's been passed down through generations, Ayakashi, Japanese classic horror, is your perfect match. This anthology series adapts 3 traditional Japanese ghost stories, including the infamous Yotsuya Kaidan, a tale of betrayal, murder, and vengeful spirits. Each story is steeped in historical and cultural context, making it feel like you're watching a piece of Japan's dark folklore come to life. The animation style is deliberately old school, evoking the feel of classic kabuki theater, which adds to the eerie atmosphere. The stories are slow-burn horrors, building tension until the final, spine-chilling moments. Yotsuya Kaidan, in particular, is a masterclass in psychological terror, as it explores the consequences of greed and deceit. It's the kind of anime that makes you want to sleep with the lights on, and maybe avoid any suspicious-looking wells. What sets Ayakashi apart is its commitment to authenticity. The stories are presented as they might have been told centuries ago, complete with dramatic narration and traditional music. It's like stepping into a time machine and emerging in a world where ghosts are real and vengeance is eternal. If you're into horror that feels timeless and culturally rich, Ayakashi is a must-watch. But maybe don't watch it alone. You don't have to take my advice, though. At number 7, we have Shiki. What happens when a sleepy rural village becomes the feeding ground for a group of vampires? Shiki answers that question with a blood-soaked, morally complex tale inspired by real-life legends of blood-sucking creatures. The story begins with a series of mysterious deaths in a secluded village. But as the body count rises, the villagers realize they're dealing with something far more sinister than a simple epidemic. The vampires, or Shiki, are not your typical sparkly romantics. They're terrifying, ruthless, and deeply tied to Japanese folklore about the undead. The anime explores themes of survival, morality, and the thin line between humanity and monstrosity. It's a slow burn, but the tension builds to a horrifying climax that will leave you questioning who the real monsters are. Plus, the character designs are delightfully creepy, with the vampire sporting wild, gravity-defying hair that's both stylish and unsettling. What makes Shiki so compelling is its exploration of human nature under extreme circumstances. As the villagers struggle to survive, they resort to increasingly brutal measures, blurring the line between right and wrong. It's a chilling reminder that sometimes the scariest monsters are the ones we create ourselves. If you're looking for a vampire story that's more Nosferatu than Twilight, Shiki is your go-to. As always, there's that disclaimer I know you're not going to listen to. Try not to watch it alone. At number 8, we have Koabon. Imagine scrolling through your phone late at night and stumbling upon a cursed video. That is what Koabon is about. It's a short-form anime that uses rotoscope animation to bring urban legends and ghost stories to life. Each episode is a self-contained horror story, often inspired by real-life Japanese urban legends, and presented in a way that feels like you're watching a viral horror video. The rotoscope animation gives the series a surreal, uncanny quality, making the ghosts and monsters feel uncomfortably real. The stories range from creepy to downright terrifying, with twists that will leave you staring at your screen in silence. It's the kind of anime that makes you question whether you should keep watching, but you can't look away. At just a few minutes per episode, Koabon is perfect for a quick horror fix. But be warned, it might make you think twice before checking your phone in the dark. Up next, we have Hozuki no Reititsu. If you've ever wondered what the afterlife looks like in Japanese mythology, Hozuki's cool-headedness offers a darkly comedic take on the subject. The anime follows Hozuki, the deputy chief of Hell, as he deals with the bureaucratic chaos of the underworld. While it's more of a dark comedy than a straight-up horror, it's packed with references to Japanese folklore, yokai, and legends about the afterlife. The series is a bizarre mix of humor and horror, with Hozuki solving problems ranging from demon rebellions to administrative paperwork. The animation is vibrant and quirky, but don't let that fool you. There's plenty of dark, twisted humor lurking beneath the surface. It's the kind of anime that makes you laugh while also making you question your life choices. If you're looking for something that's equal parts funny and unsettling, Hozuki's cool-headedness is a hell of a ride. See what I did there? If you're a fan of horror anthologies, Requiem from the Darkness is a must-watch. This anime adapts Japanese ghost stories and urban legends into a chilling anthology format, following a writer named Momosuke as he investigates supernatural phenomena for his book. Along the way, he encounters a mysterious trio known as the Ongyu, who deal with vengeful spirits in their own brutal way. The series is dark, gritty, and unflinchingly violent, with each episode offering a new tale of terror. The animation style is deliberately rough and sketchy, giving it a raw, unsettling feel. The stories are steeped in Japanese folklore, exploring themes of guilt, revenge, and the consequences of human actions. It's the kind of anime that leaves you feeling uneasy long after the credits roll. If you're looking for horror that's both thought-provoking and terrifying, Requiem from the Darkness delivers in spades. And that's all today for our top 10 anime horror that's inspired by real legends. What did you think? Did we miss anything? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe. For more videos like these, check out our channel. Until next time.